John, can you hear me?
I can, Michael.
Good, excellent. We're back. Now, you wrote your Substack on this because I don't see what the problem is with what the government's proposing in terms of Māori wards is to let communities democratically choose. But we've got Te Pāti Māori out there running this whole idea that, well, actually Parliament's just a Pākehā institution, all councils are Pākehā institutions. Why would Te Pāti Māori and Māori want to be represented on a ward or on a council which they consider inherently racist, which is designed to suppress and keep them down?
It's a strange argument, isn't it, that the very institutions that are giving you a voice are somehow trying to suppress you at the same time. It's an odd one to me. Can't understand those sorts of... there's an illogicality to it, isn't there?
There is, I would have thought. You've written your latest Substack on it. What's your take on this issue generally?
Are you talking about Māori electorates or Māori wards? Or
both, because the whole idea is separate Māori representation.
Oh, I'm a Democrat. I believe that electorates, be it local government or central government, should be able to decide how they go about things. I understand Māori wards, for example, in some of the northern areas are popular amongst Pākehā and Māori alike, and they should be able to decide. And same goes for central government, that the democratically elected people in Parliament should be able to decide how they want to go about these things, and that applies also to the Māori seats and electorates.
So, but Te Pāti Māori are running this line, and it's a seductive and incendiary line to young Māori that essentially you will not get on in life. You will fail because you are living within a Pākehā-controlled system. And so they make that rhetoric is now clear and present in everything that they do. There's no way out of this, is there? I mean, you can only continue to engage in that rhetoric for your political, but apparently it's their preferred political stance and style. But there is no way out of it for New Zealand, is there? You can only radicalise, surely, young Māori coming through and saying that everything is wrong with me in my life is a result of Pākehā.
Well, that's right, and because it's an attack on the sort of civic institutions that can create lawful change, you're on the sly really advocating for some sort of civil war. Yeah,
and that's where I lead to too. Listen, the other thing though about Māori wards is, and you would have had a look at them, I think about half of all councils in New Zealand have got them. Mayors have come back, John, and said, listen, we think they're fine and this is all distractive. I think 50 mayors, including my local one that doesn't have, ironically, a Māori ward, but has signed the letter as well, has also signed that particular letter. Why are mayors in support of Māori wards, do you think?
I don't understand the psychology, really. I think there's that sort of, I guess, probably a majority of the people who signed that letter are non-Māori people, and they have that strange, infantile kind of white guilt type thing, that they're somehow the oppressors and we have to give the poor oppressed Māori people a bit of a leg up, I suppose. So they've got some sort of saviour complex, but it doesn't make a great deal of sense to me.
The Māori seats in Parliament itself, John, do you have views on that? We've got 7, 6 of them I think are Te Pāti Māori, 1 with Labour Party. We've got the greatest representation of Māori in Parliament we've ever had. In fact, Māori are disproportionately overrepresented in the New Zealand Parliament. Is it time for us to say, in a true democracy, we don't need ethnic seats anymore?
Yeah, I think with the advent of MMP, it really brought into stark relief whether these Māori seats are justified. I mean, if you take it that Māori represent something like 17% of the New Zealand population, that's people who identify as Māori, have Māori ancestry, then if the threshold, even if you can't win an electorate, and if you abandon the Māori electorates, then you'd have to get there by getting more than 5% of the vote. It seems to me that if you can't get a quarter of Māori people to vote for your Māori-centric party, then you perhaps shouldn't be in Parliament. And in that regard, there's plenty of other Māori representation, of course, in Parliament. throughout all the parties, actually.
I would have thought so too. So Te Pāti Māori, now for its existence, and it's got 6 of 7 seats, does it need, in actual fact, ironically, to continue this rhetoric, to differentiate itself and to justify its existence? Can you see it any way, shape or form, them coming into the middle and accepting that this rhetoric is divisive?
I can't see them accepting that. Deborah Ngarewa Paka went into bat for Maria Mino Kapakingi expressly when the former said that there was a systematic program to exterminate Maori children in New Zealand. But they seem to be signing, almost contributing to their own death warrant as a party, or certainly a party that exists within the Maori electorate regime, because to anyone, Maori and Pākehā alike, it's shocking. Shocking statements.
Well, I'm also thinking ahead to the next election, and you can exactly see what's going to occur, is that if I'm the National Act or New Zealand First Party, and all I need to do is point to what the opposition would look like were they in government, I just need to point out, as you say, Debbie Ngarewa Paka, Raui Waititi and all the others, and just string their rhetoric together for the last 3 years, don't I, and say that will be in government.
Yeah, I addressed this, I moot that prospect in my latest Substack, that if the economy doesn't improve, then the prospect of that trifecta of Labour, Te Pāti, Māori and the Greens is a genuine, possibility as a government. And if the Nats or the current government wanted to extinguish it, they could pass a law to abolish the Māori seats, and that would put pay to that. It would be regarded as terribly venal and things, but it would just be an exercise of a democratic vote. The Maori seats are not entrenched, by the way. It requires a simple majority of MPs to vote in favour of change to the Electoral Act.
So you're saying, yes, no, sorry, I'm listening to what you're saying. So you're saying that if common sense was dictated, and if Parliament decided that we don't need Maori seats anymore, they could legislate them out of existence by a simple majority.
For sure.
Would that lead to civil war?
It would be a bit of strife, I would say. But perhaps a bit of strife is what you need. But
is it fear? I mean, I remember the 1988 Springbok tour, and the reason that Norman Kirk, for example, cancelled the 73 tour was because he said it would lead to division in the country. Now, it wasn't whether it was right or was wrong. He was scared of the consequences. Would New Zealanders be scared of the consequences if they abolished the Maori seats?
Oh, I think there'd be an element of fear there. But you've got to... it's a strange notion that a certain electoral regime that has,
served its purpose, I would have thought.
But served its purpose, that it's somehow sacrosanct and it's verboten to even contemplate changing it. It seems to me to be everything's up for grabs. We elect our people, they pass laws. If the next government wants to reinstitute Maori electorates, they could do that as well.